What's up, guys? Classy Metal here, coming at you with a video I'm recording in the evening for a change. I've been doing most of my recordings early in the morning, and gonna mix it up a little bit. So if you hear some traffic outside, that is the reason why. I'm so far behind on these videos, so I figured I would try to get one knocked out tonight, try to do a little bit of catching up. I received a package from Night Shift Merch yesterday, and I was already actually sitting on a package from Night Shift Merch that I ordered a little bit ago that I just haven't shown on this channel yet. So I figured this would be a perfect time to try to catch up a little bit on some stuff and show you guys what I've picked up from that site as of late. I love Night Shift Merch. I order from them as often as I possibly can. They get some imported stuff that you can't find for the price. I mean, it saves you a ton on shipping. Recently, a few months ago, I saw that they were carrying Maggot Stomp releases, and I did pick up quite a bit of Maggot Stomp stuff off of their site, and I also picked up a couple Everlasting Spew things as well. But Everlasting Spew is located in Italy, so shipping directly from that label can get kind of expensive. So it's nice to have a place here in the States that has some of those international labels and stuff that you can pick up material from at a cheaper shipping cost. I know a lot of people that, well, not a lot of people. I know Maggot Stomp it's super popular right now, so that might be kind of the reason for there is some pushback against that label. I've heard them called a one-trick pony and all this stuff. I mean, you get that knuckle dragging death metal. You know what you're getting with Maggot Stomp. And for me, if you're gonna be tie yourself down, I won't call him a one-trick pony. That's not my style. But if you're going to focus on one thing like that, I mean, perhaps even that, I mean, that shoe may fit. But if you're going to focus on something like that, you better be damn good at it. And Maggot Stomp is very good at it. They have an act for just finding this underground, cavernous, caveman death metal, and it's some of the best stuff out there in that particular soundscape. So I'm definitely enjoying a lot of stuff that I'm hearing from the Maggot Stomp label. Enough fawning over that label. I'm just going to get into showing you. It's not all Maggot Stomp stuff. So I did pick up a Life of Agony snapback hat. Life of Agony, not death metal at all. I love Life of Agony. You guys know that Typo Negative is my favorite band in the entire world, and Life of Agony and Typo kind of go hand in hand. So I saw that snapback on there. They only had one left in stock, so I had to jump in and grab that one. Next up, we do have some death metal. This band was featured on my end of the year list with their 2022 release. What was the name? Enveloping Absurdity. This is Phobophilic. I picked up a Phobophilic hoodie. I've been needing a new hoodie. This is the hoodie that they released for their track, the Bottom of Creation. That track was on a split they did with a death metal band out of Canada entitled Sedimentum, I believe is that band out of Canada. Kind of got a play on that split artwork. Just some gnarly looking stuff. Got the Phobophilic logo, if I can get it to show, running down the sleeves there. It's got like this sparkly look to it. It's a killer hoodie. I guess you have to see it in person. But I saw this one on there, and I knew I needed that in my possession, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to run out of room on this table, but we'll try to make do. If I knock the camera over or something, we'll just deal with it. Speaking of Typo Negative, earlier I picked up this Typo Negative long sleeve, and I love Typo, and almost all of my Typo shirts. I have a hoodie that has like the orange with the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff on there, but I saw this shirt on there, and I saw a chance to grab some more Typo stuff that wasn't just in the set green, so I had to get my hands on it. Has the little symbol there going on the sleeves, and then it has above all things, be a man, and then it has the testosterone makeup, kind of chemical makeup there, and then on the front it has that Typo symbol with All for None. So I love that. I saw that, and that actually spearheaded that entire order. And I just saw that shirt and wanted to pick up some other stuff. They always throw these funny little stickers and stuff in there. It's got this. Yeah, you can see that. So I'm just gonna let that stay there. And I was speaking of Maggot Stomp. They threw in the big Maggot Stomp sticker. I do already have one up on the board there. I probably can't see it behind me. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this one. I may put it on my turntable. Speaking of Maggot Stomp, I did pick up a couple t-shirts in my prior order. This is a band called Bodybox. If you saw my room tour video that I did, I have the safety vest hanging on my door that I had to retire from the workplace. If you're not familiar with Bodybox, this is some Florida brutal death metal. They teeter into that deathcore sound occasionally, but I mean, this is just some fun, straight out of the trailer park, grimy, filthy death metal, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it's so sophomoric and juvenile, but I just look at that double wide death metal. I love this shirt as well. It's just, I have so much fun listening to that band. And as I was saying earlier about some of the international labels and stuff getting highlighted on Night Shift merch, I picked up this Fossilization, He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten t-shirt from Everlasting Spew. I love this EP. Fossilization put out a killer. That is the He Whose Name Was Long Forgotten was a killer EP they put out, I think, in 2021. I'm anxious to see if they're going to be able to put out a full length that can live up to the hype and live up to the already high expectations that they put out with that EP. Just some fantastic death doom. If you haven't checked out Fossilization, you're definitely doing a disservice to yourself. On the first order that I did, I grabbed the hoodie, the long sleeve, the hat, and then I did pick up a cassette tape. This is Excavate with Imperial Horror. This is a band out of Memphis. Ian from Autolith, from Ritual Fog, and Shards of Inhumanity. He plays bass on this. I believe this is a 5-piece project. Honestly, I can't remember. I think there's 5 members in this band. I've actually seen them perform live. It's been a little bit now, but I did see them play at Growlers in Memphis a little while ago. I haven't been able to pick up a tape, and I saw this on Night Shift, so I went ahead and snagged that. I always have to support my Memphis bands any chance I get. That is the closest market that I have to me to go see shows, so I have to support the bands that are in that scene there, because without them, there would not be shows coming to that area. So definitely love all of my Memphis bands. Okay, I bought a stack of CDs as well off of Night Shift. First up, we have some Texas death metal. This is Church of Disgust with their Consumed by Slow Putrefaction EP. This came out in 2020. This set the stage for that just monolith of a release that they put out in 2022. They just put out last year. It hasn't been out too terribly long. Weakest is the Flesh is the name of that full length. It is so heavy, and I still don't have my hands on that yet, but one of these days I am going to pick that up as well. For now, I am happy to have this was it 4-track EP. Killer stuff, just nasty, filthy, knuckle dragging goodness, just heavy stuff. I was speaking about this band already, and I've already got a smile on my face talking about them again. I have the Bodybox split that came out in 2021. This one is Microwaved Weed and Through the Bongfire. It's got 2 different demos combined into one release here. They put their 2 EPs or demos on one compilation. They actually have a cover of Cold Chamber. The Cold Chamber song Big Truck. They do a cover of that on here. The disc is pretty cool as well. Let me try to get it out without getting fingerprints and stuff on it. It's this clear disc. It's got the roosters on there, and then it's got weed and beer bottles and everything else going around on that clear part. It's a pretty neat. You don't see too many people doing neat stuff on the actual disc like that anymore. So I can appreciate that. I do like that. And that band is just so much fun. I mean, it's just drug fueled, filthy, sophomoric death metal straight out of the trailer park. Next up, we have a band. I believe this band is out of Portland, Oregon. This is Coffin Rot with Dawn of Decay, the demos. It is a compilation of the band's earliest material. I love this band's early material. They started, I think their first demo came out in 2017, and they followed that up with another demo in 2018. And then after that, they had a split with Molder, and that the material on that was just super heavy as well. It has material from all three of those releases on this particular release, and I absolutely love this. This is probably my favorite collection of stuff that this band has put out. Their early stuff is just so heavy. They were so ahead of the game, throwing that stuff out in 2017. I mean, everybody's on that bandwagon now, wanting to play that stuff. These guys have been doing it since then, and they've been absolutely killing it the whole time. This is just a heavy, nasty compilation of EP material. There are a little variation sometimes between the tracks and the tones, just because they are taken from different releases, but you kind of know that's what's coming with a compilation, and this is just filthy, nasty stuff. I absolutely love it. I have to give a shout out to my buddy Todd on Instagram. I was friends with him on Facebook as well, but as you guys know, I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I do follow him on Instagram, and he was posting about this band quite often, and that's what kind of led me to go check them out. I saw the artwork, and I knew that I had seen him post it, and he seemed all about it, so I checked it out, and I liked it as well. This is Abraded with their self-titled full-length. I believe this is their only full-length. They have some EP or demo material out as well, but the EP that came out prior to this was pretty good. I did listen to that actually before I was making my mind up whether to purchase this full-length, and the EP stuff is solid as well. Just some killer death metal. It gets into death grind territory as well. Kind of super murky sounding, but it's just absolutely relentless. I mean, it will bludgeon you throughout the entirety of this release. I believe this came out in 2021 on as a full length, but I could be off on that year. It hasn't been out terribly long, but I do believe that it actually came out in 2021. Just filthy death metal, death grind. I mean, you kind of see what you're getting into with that severed head on a stick there on the album art. Next up, release from Everlasting Spew. As I said, Everlasting Spew has material on there as well. This one is a shame that I haven't had the amount of time to spend with it as I would have liked, because potentially it could have landed on my end of the year list. This is Altars with I just went blank. Aesthetic Reflection. This is some dissonant death metal done just absolutely perfectly. There were some pretty solid dissonant death metal albums that came out this year as well, and this one, I mean, it's up there. It's up there with some of the better releases that I've heard in that particular realm of the genre. Killer stuff. This band is, I believe I said it was out of Australia. If I didn't say, that's where they're from. Despite being dissonant and almost atmospheric and setting the kind of aesthetic for certain moods to overtake you on this, the production value on this is absolutely flawless. The fact that they were able to nail the production the way they did with the crystal clear clarity and still have this kind of dissonant sound on it. I mean, it almost sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but I haven't heard a release of dissonant death metal with the production clarity on it like this work just as well as this does. So killer stuff here from Altars. Definitely check that one out, especially if you're into like Innumerable Forms and Devonial. What the band that came out on Transcending Obscurity, the name just just blanked out on me. I actually have the CD in the band, but anyway, if you're into dissonant death metal, I think you will enjoy that one as well. And then Night Shift Merch also sent me this closed casket activity sticker, which is fitting because the last thing that I'm going to show in this video actually didn't come from Night Shift Merch. I ordered this directly from Closed Casket Activities, so it all kind of tied in together and it fit in well with this video, so I just threw this one in at the end here. This is a band out of Little Rock, Arkansas. This is Morbid Visionz with Cycle of Cessation is the name of this one. Killer. I mean, it's just an EP that came out in 2022. Just some more of that just filthy caveman death metal, and they really aren't that far from me. Little Rock is probably about 3 hours from where I'm located now, so that's pretty cool that this band isn't just too far from me. So hopefully at some point I will be able to catch them at a live show at some point, because I really dug this little 4-track EP. Looking forward to see where they go forward from here. But, I mean, it's on Maggot Stomp, so you know what you're getting into. It will snap your neck off. It will build those neck muscles up. My neck is just swelling out. I can feel it. But killer stuff there. Hope you check some of these out. I will try to link up at least the CD and tape and the media releases. I won't list the bands for the merch, but if you're following this channel as far as physical music goes, then I will at least link those up on a Bandcamp or something. That way, if you see one of those bands that you want to check out. That's all I've got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the response to the channel as of late has just been overwhelming, so I do appreciate all of you guys. I know I probably won't have anything else uploaded until Sunday when I do the CD collection video, but I'm going to start trying to knock out at least one other video a week along with that CD collection video, just to get caught up and show you guys, because I have so much stuff that I want to share and I just have not gotten around to doing it. So we're going to try to get in the groove of things, try to get some motivation going, and definitely put a hurting on your wallet and mine as well. So that's all for tonight. Stay classy, stay metal, and I will see you guys soon. I promise.